It's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First play from scrimmage. Stafford got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. And the Rams hit 10-4 on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Easy to learn. 970. 10. Hey, 5-0.
To throw is Stafford. Pass complete to Akers on the out route. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run on first down with Akers. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
On second and 9, Stafford. And the Broncos get there and take him down. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a third and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. Our game here, the second of 3 on this fine Christmas day. Coming up later tonight, the Bucs and Cardinals from Glendale. And then remember, as if your spouse hasn't chided you enough already, more football coming your way tomorrow night. Chargers and Colts on the 26th from Indianapolis. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
Play number 9 on the drive coming. and they need 9 yards on third down. Here's Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
Again, 3. It's 4th down.
Middle. 21. Stay 50.
On 4th down, Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos
at their own 18.
They run here with the second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense, but to get him here on his opening drive of the ball game, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter, because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers downfield, and they'll hurt you with big plays.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew's got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
30. 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score. Broncos 7, Rams nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. Brandon Powell on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. That's a Rams. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Rams nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
40 got.
Going right back to Akers.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage, and now Nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Slot man moves right.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ballgame. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's...
Three-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him breaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Get the crowd to go. Offense do no harm. But right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now Wilson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. They go play action now. Wilson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, Wilson. That's out to the flag for Gordon. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. This is Hamler on the receiving end. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
21.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 1st down, Stafford here. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Hey, middle.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. Under pressure, they got him again. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. Looking deep for Julio. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA!
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Second and 10 now. Wilson. To Gordon, out left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On first down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
Third quarter action here on Christmas Day. Hope everyone's having a blessed holiday season. Second and 10 right now. They run with a veteran of 8 years now. It's Melvin Gordon. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Here's Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Albert Okwuegbunam hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point from McManus is good, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Atwell now from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now the touchback's coming out to the 25 instead of the 20. When guys feel it that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now with 3 touchdowns at 21. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Now Wilson on first down. This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Now Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton, 34 yards. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Broncos 21.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Atwell now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
22. Hey, 5-0.
From the 35 on second down. Stafford, that's out to the flat for Akers. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
57 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
It's a pickup of 3.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. From just shy of midfield, Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's got it down to the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing on second and 8. Stafford. Got a man. It's Higbee complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Again, it'll be Akers.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Rams are about to make it 4.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now a dump off here complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Stafford. Akers back-to-back catches. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Stafford going to throw it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. To the air again, Stafford. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Wilson. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One last shot for Wilson.
That's complete. It's Okuebunan.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense.
You see, it's 2 type of people in life.